Hey guys, Ben from BensGameTime. Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy Duelist. Last time we dueled as Yusei against Callan and won. It was a pretty one-sided duel. We were able to summon Star's Dragon pretty early, and that kind of like sealed the deal from there. This time we're going to be doing Destiny's Will, dueling as Yusei against someone new, it seems. So let's get started. So, Yusei rushed to meet Roman, the leader of the Darksiders and Rex Goodwin's brother. Ooh. Well, that's a lot of information to load in one sentence. Yusei thought this would be their final showdown. Yeah, he kind of looks like Goodwin's brother. So, Roman Goodwin. So, I'm glad you made it. I thought you would be too torn up over what you did to your friend. What I did, Callan chose his own path. I am not responsible for him. If anyone's to blame, it's you, Roman. You took advantage of a messed up kid. There's no need to get worked up. I wasn't blaming you. We all did exactly what Destiny wanted us to do. You were meant to destroy your friend, just as I was meant to destroy your father. My father? So yeah, we're finally getting a mention of Yusei's father. So, how fascinating that the signer hoping to defeat me is Professor Fudo's son. You're up against a force you cannot begin to comprehend, a force awoken by your father. 20 years ago, your father discovered planetary particles. These particles act like planetary gears, binding otherwise unrelated particles to one another. Your father's team began conducting experiments using planetary particles to build and manipulate greater molecular structures. This led to the discovery of Ener-D and the creation of the Ener-D reactor. That's when Rex and I joined his team as research assistants. Everyone was excited about the possibilities the reactor was presenting. The research was proceeding smoothly until that fateful day. Every time we conducted a test with the Ener-D reactor, unusual weather events descended on New Domino City. Worried, the professor wanted to put a stop to the experiments and shut down the reactor. I wasn't happy to say the least, so I did some investigating. I discovered that in the far-off Nazca lines, similar weather conditions were happening at the same time as our tests. So I decided to journey to the Nazca lines to find out as much information as I could. I learned of a local legend where every 5,000 years, powerful spirits rise up and battle there. The Nazca lines were said to be evil spirits that were sealed away, defeated by the great dragon during their last battle. I drove out to see these lines for myself where I met a man from Eliaster. He somehow knew of the Ener-D experiments and said they needed to continue. That's when I heard something unexplainable. It wasn't a voice like me talking to you. It wasn't words. The voice made me... Hold on. I should really turn off notifications for this. I don't know why I don't. Anyway, the voice made me understand that the Ener-D reactor had the power to break the seals of the Nazca lines and release the Army of Shadows. It was Destiny's instrument, and the voice convinced me that I was the only one to play it. I ousted Professor Fudo and destroyed the Ener-D reactor, leading to Zero Reverse, a cataclysm so devastating that it split New Domino City in two and opened the door to the Netherworld. So the history books were wrong. It wasn't my father's fault that the city was destroyed. No, Yusei, your father was a self-righteous boor who couldn't see the magnificence of the Ener-D reactor. He was a failure, and you will be too, for I shall resurrect the king of the Netherworld. So yeah. Basically, that's kind of where the whole satellite comes from, was that it used to be a part of New Domino City, if I'm remembering correctly, although they kind of said it and they kind of didn't. So if I am remembering correctly, satellite used to be a part of New Domino City. I'm gonna go scissors. Nope. And when that whole cataclysmic event happened, that's when the split happened. So then it became the satellite, and so yeah. That's kind of where all that comes from. So here we go. Seems like we got a few of our older cards back. Terraforming, oh boy. And he's activating Spiderweb, so yeah, his deck seems to be spider based. So here we go. Let's see what we got. So, well, what does the spider web do? If a monster declares an attack, it is changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. It cannot change its battle position until the end phase of its controller's next turn while this card remains on the field. Ooh, that's pretty bad. I'm going to need to find a way to destroy that. Alright. Quick Draw Synchron. Alright, interesting. What do we got synchro-wise? We got Stardust Dragon, we got Nitro Warrior, and we got Junk Warrior. Okay. So, Quick Draw Synchron. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one monster from your hand to the graveyard. For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for one Synchron tuner monster. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a monster that lists Synchron as... Okay. Quick Draw Synchron, okay. To the graveyard. Alright. So, if I want to get... Alright, so if I want to get my Nitro Warrior on the field, which I probably want to do because it's a really good card, then I'll use this plus a level 2 monster, which would be this. So it cannot be destroyed by battle. So twice per turn, assuming... Alright, cool. So we got this. And then what does Zero Garden do? This is a new one. You contribute this card to activate its effect. If you do, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage during this turn. This effect can be activated during either player's turn. Alright. Thing is, that's a 4-star though, so I'm going to just play Shield Wing in defense mode. And at most he's going to only have 2 monsters in all likelihood, so I can synchro summon Nitro Warrior next turn. So there we go, this is going to go well. And he's just ending his turn. Interesting, interesting. Alright, what's this do? If a Stardust monster is on the field, target one card on the field and destroy that target. Ooh, I'm going to want to go for that. So yeah, we'll play that face down. And we will... I guess we'll special summon Quick Draw Synchron then. Yeah, let's just do that. And we'll send this... send to the graveyard for a synchro summon. Yeah. We put him in attack mode for now because I'm just going to synchro summon. And we're going to just do that. And then we're going to synchro summon our Nitro Warrior. And there we go. Just going to put him in attack mode. And then eventually when I get a Stardust Dragon on the field, I can destroy the spider web. So attack this. B-list spider. Alright. Sadly, it's in defense position for a while, but I don't expect he's going to get anything powerful. Or B-list soldier, rather. So yeah, it's all insects and stuff. So you contribute this card and one face-up insect-type monster, except B-list soldier, to draw 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, this is in defense position now. He's got nothing. He's really got nothing. It's weird. Alright, so... I can't switch this until the end phase of its controller's next turn. So, Speed Warrior in attack mode. And I'm gonna just battle with him, I guess, and activate the effect of a card. Yes, I'm gonna activate Speed Warrior's ability. Oh, I keep wanting to hit B, but nope. There we go. And yeah, he's gonna go into defense position for now. And then I will end turn. Now, does this automatically switch Nitro Warrior to attack mode? No, it does not. Okay, it just remains in defense, and then I can, like, fix it later. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure this out later. And, okay, he's getting rid of his cards, so he can draw 2 cards. Alright, this is interesting. This is a really interesting setup he's trying to go with. Alright, Level Eater. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher monster you control, reduce its level by 1, and if you do, special summon this card. This face-up card on the field cannot be attributed except for a tribute summon. Alright. Let's see what I want to do. First I'm going to change Nitro Warrior to attack mode, obviously, and then next I'm going to activate Reinforcements of the Army, and I guess I'll get my Junk Warrior. My Junk Synchron, so I can synchro summon together Stardust Dragon later. I'll put my shield wing in defense mode for now. I'm just gonna like build up the cards to get my Stardust Dragon. So actually, I'd probably want Zero Gardena and then Level Eater instead. Oh well, we'll get it out eventually. So direct attack, 3,800, nice. And he's only going to be able to hold on for one attack, so that's good at least. The question is though, what does he have in his hand? Infinity Beetle. Alright. When you have no cards in your hand, you contribute this. While you have no cards in your hand, you contribute this card to special summon up to 2 Infinity Beetles from your deck. Alright. He didn't attack, which is fine. Alright, Cobalt Hedgehog. Put him in defense position, I guess, since it's not powerful enough, and if it's in the graveyard, that's fine. Actually, I could probably just get Junk Warrior instead. Maybe that would have been the better idea, would just get Junk Warrior instead of Stardust Dragon, although Spiderweb's... I mean, like, the thing is about Spiderweb, right? It's a bad card to have on the field, but it's not really hurting me too much, right? I mean, like, look, Ground Spider, and he's sacrificing those to Synchro Summon. Underground Arachnid. Okay, now it's starting to hurt me. Oh boy. And what's this doing? It's, oh boy, I don't know what that did. That ain't good. Alright, got 2 Junk Synchrons, got a bunch of stuff. What did this do? So, 1 Dark Tuner and 1 non-tuner insect type monster. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until after the damage step. Okay, once per turn, you can select 1 phase-up monster your opponent controls and equip to this card. If this card would be destroyed by battle, you can destroy that monster equipped to this card by its effect. Instead, you can only equip 1 monster. Man, that's not good. Alright, how do I want to go about this? Okay, we got a 2. We got a 2. And do we have any 1-stars in the graveyard? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's try that. Let's summon Junk Synchron. Next, we'll activate its effect to get this. And the keyword is can in that statement, I think. So we'll flip up Steel Wing, and we'll flip up Cobalt Hedgehog, and then we can Synchro Summon Stardust Dragon from this, 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 and this. And then I can put him in attack position. And then because of that I get a card. Sweet. Now, if a Stardust monster is on the field, target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. So, once per turn you can select 1 face-up monster. Okay. If this card would be destroyed by battle, that's the key thing, right? So Shooting Star and destroy Underground Arachnid instead. And now Stardust Dragon attack directly, and that's just barely enough to win. There we go. Ooh. So there we go. Shooting Star. That Shooting Star card came in through the end and all that stuff. So there we go. That was a pretty one-sided duel, but there we go. That's what happens when you use an insect deck, I guess. I don't know. So you really think it's over? Unless you defeat all the Dark Signers by sunset, the King of the Netherworld will still resurrect. So yeah, we got a time limit on this thing now. So yeah, that's the thing. We defeated the, I guess, quote-unquote, leader of the Dark Signers, but there's still more out there that we have to defeat in order to stop everything from happening. And so we'll start working on that next time in Shadows of Doubt, dueling as Jack, it seems. I think this is the first time we're actually dueling as Jack, so that's going to be interesting. And it seems like we're going to be dueling against Carly by the looks of things. So yeah, I will see you guys then.